Stay single file.
Hello everyone, welcome again to 351 TV. This is another Bathurst speed comparison for you all. Brought to you, of course, proudly sponsored by 351 Engineering, and as we know, if it doesn't say 351 on it, someone else made it. So this one was out of left field. I wasn't expecting to do this for you. This is Assetto Corsa Competitzione instead of the usual Assetto Corsa that I play and produce all my content on so far. This game is wholly and solely GT racing, and yeah, I don't play this too much, but the other night, come on buddy, get a move on, I have to stay behind you. The other night I just decided I'd have a go, jump in, there was a random race generator and it brought me Bathurst at night time, and it wowed me. Obviously the track is still Bathurst, but the detail, there's a lot more detail in there. Like, look at the crowds, like look at the buildings, you can see the motel lit up like Christmas. Like, it's very nice. So I thought I'd show it to all you guys because it impressed me, I thought it'd impress you. So you notice we're cruising on the formation lap. I am starting, 29th out of a pack of 30. Now this is a multi-class race, so there's GT4 in there, and I don't know, I reckon there's maybe 10 GT4 cars in front of me at least, so I've got to make that up. But hang on, while we're here, check this out. Maybe you can't see it. You can see the vineyard to the left there. You can actually see grapevines. As we're cruising warm-up lap. So what's different about this game compared to what you normally see? There's all these words floating around in front of me. I haven't ventured to work out how to turn them off. I'm sure there's a setting in a menu somewhere. But it tells me position, lap time, and plus in delta up there onto the left. Details of the race above me. So got an hour-long race. It's 9 PM local. Such as, I don't know what the hell that little thing up there is. I think it's just like a scorecard for your career, but don't know what the hell it is. Position, where I am, and that shows delta to the cars around me, and I think it even shows you which cars are a lap down when you're coming up against it. Down here is by my right thigh, tyres and brakes, so you can see the tyres are a bit cold, but if I slam on the brakes a couple of times, the fronts are now green, so I've now got front brake temp. And over there's a bit of detail about, there's the tacho, gears, whatever. Really, in the race I don't look at any of this stuff because it's so far out of my eye line. If I sit here like this is where I'm sort of looking. It's right down in the right bottom corner. You may or may not be able to see it in the video. So I don't really rely on it. Plus all that info there is on this screen in front of me. So if I really need that stuff, it's all here. I can read it. Oh, nearly go up the back of a Ginetta while I'm trying to show you guys some stuff. It's a bit blurry even for me, but there's lap time, there's delta, last lap, best lap, tyre pressures, the whole bit. And there is a little lap timer. You'll also notice that I've got, when I took off, my race engineer Jenkins was in my ear, and I'm sure he'll talk to me soon enough to tell me to line up in double file. Right on cue. Line up double file. So while I would have turned him off these sorts of things, again, it's another one that I haven't worked out how to do it. I haven't gone looking, to be honest, but I like as much as possible, and I say that very loosely, I like to have my sim racing to be as realistic as possible. So if I was racing GT3, I would have a Jenkins of my own. So you'll hear him probably throughout my commentary. So yes, now we're lining up double file, and this I found incredibly exciting the other night when I was racing. What can I tell? I'm in the BMW M3 M3 GT3, or is it M4? I'll put it up on the screen. 2022 spec. Don't know if that's, sorry, might be a bit quiet for a minute while I'm trying to navigate traffic. The other way, you bastard.
Clear on the right.
So, made up a few. This is always a traffic jam, as we know, every race. Yeah. I'd say there's a lot of GT4 cars because they're slow.
Clear on the right.
And aggressive. So, M4, or M3, whichever one it is. This car is 3 litre, straight 6, twin turbocharged. And listen to it roar when I give it so full noise, and it gets high up in the RPM range up here.
Car on the right.
It's just a beautiful, fantastic noise.
Clear on the right.
It's not your typical higher pitched whine that you get from a turbocharger. It's that throaty growl, which is nice. Produces up to 600 horsepower apparently, but balance of performance in this category of racing, it's unlikely to be racing in that kind of power. What was fantastic, interesting to note, and I read this as well, when you typically raise the rear ride height of a race car, it shifts the aero pressure forward. So think of like your Red Bull F1 cars, where they've got a higher rake, usually better at cornering compared to the Mercedes, which are more high speed and rear grip. Not this car. So whatever they've done in the design for the rear wing, when you lift the rear, at a certain point it starts shifting the pressure back as well. So you can get that mechanical grip benefit by having a rear ride height, and it shifts the center of gravity. And you still get aero pressure on the rear. So you're not feeling like you're all over the shop in this twitchy car that's very unstable. But I haven't ventured into any adjustments or settings for this car because I don't really know much about it. I don't know, as I said, I don't play this game too much. Sorry, just concentrating.
Clear on the right.
But it feels, and I mean, I'm obviously comparing it to True Blue, which is unfair on both cars, but this is very comfortable, very stable, and
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
amongst all the spins I had the other night, the other race, in between it,
Clear on the right.
I could pedal it like a bit of a half-wit and still do a semi-decent job, so...
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, see a huge dive. Managed to pull it up. Case in point, I can drive like a half-wit. So, because it's, what else? Because it's a GT car like all the rest of them, it's got traction control, ABS, traction control cut,
Car on the left.
various engine maps, but, and those are all adjustable on the fly. I don't have any buttons on my steering wheel. It is literally just a steering wheel, an aftermarket job that you get like from your super cheap or your Autobahn. There's nothing on it. So there's a huge amounts of bloody adjustments I can make. Alright, missed a gear. A bit of a concentration period.
Yellow flag is on. Watch out.
Oh, someone's binned it. Yep, there we go. Okay. So now that we're on the straight bit of clear, yeah, so huge amounts of adjustments. I mean, this car in real life, they've obviously done a good job of replicating the interior. You can see all the knobs, buttons, dials. There's a whole heap of buttons down by my digital thigh here. But there's more knobs than in the supercars commentary box, which is saying something. There's just huge amounts of things you can adjust in these cars. So one day when I get my act together, get a proper GT steering wheel, now that I've realised just how much fun this is, I think it might be a bit more
This is me, your personal best.
bit nicer. Thank you, Jenkins, for interrupting me. So, I reckon this car, now that we've sorted ourselves out, where are we sitting? 15th. So I started 28th, 29th, whatever it was. We're now 15th. Clear road ahead of me for the next 5 seconds. Clear road behind me. Let's start seriously on a fast lap, flying lap for you. I think 2 minute 10 is what I've got in it. I think realistically 2 minute 8 maybe, eventually. Maybe that's something for the No Talk Just Speed series. But with me talking, I've always said about 2 seconds a lap. Watch this. Oh, no lift. Look at that. So we'll see. 2 minute 10 is what we're aiming for. We've got a nice clear track, night time. Lift just before here to get it to turn there, flat out across the top. 220 coming into Skyline, flying down here, down into second. Whoa, crunch. Does not sound healthy. And at night time, my first few laps around here at night time, my eyes were like dinner plates because it's just so much, and this is so much quicker than what I was used to. But going back to the detail, like look at that, all the lights in the valley from the town. You can see the bridge over to the motel in the distance, all lit up like Christmas. Very nice. I like what they've done here. And here we go, I'm up on the back of a Lambo, I think. Can't quite see. Yes, it is a Lambo. Let's have a dive.
Car on the right.
Down
Clear
to
on the
second. Can we get it? Alright, now what's our lap time looking like?
Fastest
2 minute 8.8. Wow. Okay. That's destroyed everything I thought I could do. I'd never done something that quick. Wow, there we go. 2 minute 8s, and I had to overtake someone at the same time, and well, whatever. Not making excuses, not trying to pump myself up, but my God, it felt quick. But as I said, really not a lot of experience in this car, in this style of racing, nor coming from the back. And you can pedal it like a half-wit and still do a semi-decent job. Maybe I haven't got the difficulty set hard enough. I've got their aggression 100%, so yeah, they might drive like a half-wit, but they fight to the death, so it really challenges you to make better overtaking manoeuvres. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, would love very much if you can like. Can we get this?
Car on the left.
Oh,
Clear
come
on the
here,
left.
we got him. Skyline. Pulled that off. Yeah, we'd love for you to, if you could like the video, subscribe. Made no secrets. I mean, as much as I enjoy doing this, I am doing this to try and raise some money for a drag car build I've got on the go. I haven't started it yet because I need some cash. And yeah, if I get enough subscribers and viewers, YouTube will give me some of their money, some of their advertising revenue, so would appreciate it if you can. Of course, as always, other videos, there's man in a reasonably old touring car, and as mentioned at the top of this video, oh no, I binned it. Quick. All that hard work. Man in a reasonably old touring car. Just talk. No talk, just speed. Thank you very much. We'll leave it there and catch you next time. Have a good one.